Hello friends, welcome to Trending Telecast. In this video we are going to see some social news, so let's start the video. First news is about coronavirus update in India. The number of new COVID-19 cases in India hit a new high today, with states registering 3,900 coronavirus patients in last 24 hours. The total number of coronavirus cases in the country climbed to 46,433. Tamil Nadu became the second state after Maharashtra to add more than 500 cases in a day. The death toll in the country rose to 1,568 as 195 more people died due to coronavirus infection on Monday. Maharashtra was the only state to record over 500 COVID-19 related deaths, as many as 35 people succumbed to death in the state in last 24 hours. After that, in Handwara encounter, 3 CRPF personnel have lost their lives, while 7 have been injured in terrorist attack. Terrorists attacked CRPF patrol party near Ghaziabad area on May 4. One terrorist was neutralized by security forces in retaliation. Area has been cordoned off following the incident. The incident occurred after 2 days of Handwara encounter between security forces and terrorists. 5 security personnel lost their lives in encounter that broke out on May 2 in Handwara. A terrorist was arrested by security forces in Gundana Tehsil in Jammu and Kashmir's Doda district. He has been identified as Tanveer Ahmad Malik. The security forces, however, are yet to ascertain the group affiliation of Tanveer. Next news come from Kolkata. Yesterday, the Health Department has formed a COVID Management and Containment Committee with former Director of Medical Education Pradeep Kumar Mitra as the state coordinator, with a mandate to oversee the functioning of the testing laboratories. The committee has started functioning under the leadership of Mitra, who assumed charge on April 30. Now retired, Mitra, who is considered an able administrator and has served the Health Department for more than 35 years, will be functioning from the Swasthya Bhavan. After that, the lockdown imposed on Kolkata city has been substantially relaxed and certain guidelines have been issued by the central government regarding things you can do and the things you cannot. After the lockdown in the country gets extended till May 17, Kolkata gets a free hand for reducing the strict impositions on lockdown. As a result, certain businesses and services will soon commence, but only as per the guidelines of the central government. Although the state is yet to respond with its own plan, we bring the list of all the shops and services that will remain open and things you can and can't do during this third phase of the lockdown. However, before we begin, there is a noteworthy point. The entire Kolkata city has been termed as a red zone, and currently, there are more than 300 containment zones within the city with increasing numbers of COVID-19 patients every day. Thereafter, the Delhi Police Cyber Cell has lodged an FIR following a complaint about a private Instagram group, where teenage boys from prominent South Delhi schools discuss girls' body parts and shared their photos. Police have also apprehended a 15-year-old boy and are probing the matter. Next news come from RBI. With further extension of the nationwide lockdown, the RBI is considering a proposal for extending the moratorium on bank loans by another 3 months to help people and industry impacted by the ongoing lockdown to contain COVID-19. Suggestions from various quarters, including from Indian Banks Association, have come for the further extension of moratorium, and the RBI is actively considering them. The next news come from New Delhi. The Indira Gandhi National Open University has decided to postpone the June 2020 term-end examinations, which were originally scheduled from June 1, 2020, in the wake of the lockdown announced in the country due to the COVID-19 pandemic. The new revised set of dates for exams will be decided later, taking cognizance of the situation, and the students will be informed at least 15 days in advance, informed a release from the Open University quoted its Vice-Chancellor, Prof. Nageshwar Rao. More than 5 lakh students are expected to attend IGNOU twice in a year. Thereafter, announcement of JEE Mains, JEE Advanced, NEET exam dates. Ending uncertainty for engineering and medical college aspirants, the government today announced dates for holding of joint entrance exams (JEE) and National Eligibility Cum Entrance Test (NEET). While interacting with students in a webinar, HRD Minister Ramesh Pokhriyal said the JEE Mains exams will be held from July 18 to 23, while JEE Advanced exams will be held in August. He also announced that the medical entrance exam (NEET) will be conducted on July 26. After that, for the first time since March 2015, the C programming language this month supplanted Java as the most popular language in the TIEB Index of Programming Language Popularity. TIEB guessed that the COVID-19 pandemic might be behind C's rise. Next news is about suicide during the lockdown.
Suicide was the leading cause for over 300 non-coronavirus deaths
reported in India due to the stress triggered by the nationwide lockdown, revealed a new set of data compiled by a group of researchers. The group, comprising public interest technologist Tejesh Jain, activist Kanika Sharma and assistant professor of legal practice at Jindal Global School of Law Aman, said 338 deaths have occurred from March 19 till May 2 and they are related to lockdown. According to the data, 80 people killed themselves due to loneliness and fear of being tested positive for the virus. The suicides are followed by 51 migrants dying in accidents on their way back home, 45 deaths associated with withdrawal symptoms, and 36 people die related to starvation and financial distress. Thank you for watching this video. The tech news, business news, science news and sports news video will published soon, so stay tuned with us. To get such trending news every day, do subscribe our channel. If you like this video, click on the thumbs up button below and share this video with your friends and families.